Okay, so now we're into it. It's a little small, but I'm going to be using the Steam interface for the FPS in the corner rather than like Afterburner. For one, we have limited memory. Last thing I need to do is have another thing open. But also, I'm going to be comparing this later to SteamOS. So it's running okay with the old drivers, which is fine. That's good. We might get some like weird behaviors and that kind of stuff because of the old drivers, but we'll do our best here. Yeah, it's running quite well. One thing that I do like about the Ally, I mean, it does have a really small screen. I'm not the biggest fan of that handheld, like even the better one. Small screen, bad aspect ratio in my opinion. Screen to body ratio not great. Yada yada yada. OEM drivers is trash, but the ergonomics are quite good. Very comfortable to hold, and the sticks have a good tension on them, so that's nice. Anyways, so we're getting good performance here. Now this is, we'll come back. You know, we're not going to be in the most powerful settings here or anything like that, but it's running okay. You have to be reasonable with what you got here. So 900p, let's put it to the native 1080p. We can use scaling. So 1080p, I mean, we can go native. It's not going to run well, but we'll go native like that. TAA native. So we'll go 1080p native. Let's turn it down. That's fine. I already tested this on the Legion Go S. And it ran okay on the handheld medium or like a mixed. Here we're going to go handheld low for sure, especially with this APU here. So we'll go like that. It should make us restart. See what we can get, and then we'll try some scaling. Okay, so now we're back on handheld low, but no scaling, but the 1080p, so native aspect ratio output, native resolution output. And obviously it's not playable. It's actually, it says 26, but it's actually running quite bad. Like it feels horrible. Yeah, it's very unplayable. But, I mean, that does give us a baseline of we can probably do something with this, right? Okay, so we'll come in. We are at peak watts here. Okay, so we'll come down here. Let's throw on some scaling. Probably a fair bit, actually. So we'll go upscaling. FSR 4 is not on this chip. I don't even know if it's in the game, but it's not on this chip regardless. So we're going to go like that. And we're going to go XeSS. XeSS looks better than FSR 3. So we'll go like that. So FSR balanced, sorry, XeSS balanced. This should be very playable now. Yeah. Now, one of the nice things about this game is, based on what I've seen from Hardware Unboxed, is it does very well on AMD hardware. So that speaks good to the AMD handhelds. Intel was kind of like just as expected. Intel and NVIDIA was underperforming massively, but there aren't any NVIDIA handhelds right now. For now. This is running really well. Right? Not bad. 48 FPS. Of course, you are using scaling, but again, it's XeSS, so it doesn't look bad. Like there's no shimmer or anything like that. It looks fantastic. So balanced scaling on the lowest preset, but we're getting 45 FPS. Like it's really not bad, right? It's really, really not bad. So we can turn down the, we're not going to be able to do a lot with the watts here because it doesn't have as high of a peak, but we'll turn down a little bit here. So come over here. That's turbo. We'll go down to, and so we're getting 44. Go down to performance. It's literally no performance loss whatsoever. So, I mean, it's not bad, honestly. It's better than I thought it would be, put it that way. It's only 15 watts here. I mean, can we go lower? Oh, you can't do custom? Silent is going to run terribly, obviously. Yeah, it's 15 watts, not possible. But let's go back to peak and we'll just play for a moment. Like so. There are definitely some drops, like that, there were some drops there, but it's not like you can't play the game as a result. And you could use more scaling, you could also turn it down, like you could just throw it to like 800p. So let's just go 800p. Or yeah, this is a different aspect ratio, 720p. We'll go like that, and we'll turn off the scaling. Like so. So this is just 720p output, no scaling at all. And I think this will actually run slightly worse than the scaling. Yeah, it does. Although it does offload the CPU a little bit, so we might get better, less microstutter. So the algorithm for FSR and XeSS does load up the CPU a little bit, but it's easier to run the GPU. Here, you know, we don't have the most powerful CPU, and we don't have the most powerful GPU, so lowering the resolution could potentially be a better overall experience because you get a couple frames less than using scaling, but it does take some weight off of the CPU because you're not having to do an algorithm, a scaling algorithm. And so you're not going to hit a CPU bottleneck, and so you're not going to get as much stutter. And I'm not noticing as much stutter right now. So yeah, I'd actually just lower the resolution, to be honest. This is pretty good. Okay, good enough.